If you're a landlord looking to expand your portfolio, there's a good chance you've come across the term HMO at some point. HMO stands for Houses in Multiple Occupation or House of Multiple Occupancy. In this video, I'll take you through what a HMO property is, how it differs from non-HMO properties, and how to require a license for a HMO property. A HMO, or House of Multiple Occupancy, refers to any accommodation owned by a private landlord which is shared amongst several tenants. There's a range of different accommodation types that could fall under the definition of a HMO, depending on how many people are living there and the exact living arrangements. As a general rule though, a HMO can include a property where there are 3 or more tenants who share a toilet, bathroom or kitchen. Often whether or not something is or isn't classed as a HMO depends on the number of households. Within a property, a household is either members of the same family who are living together or a single person. In a shared student house, for example, each person would be classed as a separate household, assuming none of them are related or married. What qualifies as a HMO property? To be classed as a HMO, a property needs to have these 4 common features. Occupants aren't forming a single household, the tenants must be using the property as their main or only residence, the property must only be used for residential purposes, and at least one of the occupants must be paying the rent. All of these conditions need to be met for a property to be legally classed as a HMO. The only exception is when a HMO declaration has been made by the local authority. So, what's the difference between a HMO and a non-HMO property? Aside from what actually qualifies a property as a HMO, they also tend to be treated differently by local councils. Health and safety standards in HMOs are taken very seriously by local authorities, which means that the tenant complaints are likely to be acted upon quickly. Within local councils, the Environmental Health Department will listen to the tenant complaints and ask landlords to address any issues as they see fit. When issues aren't resolved, the council has the authority to prosecute the landlord and can even take over the management of the property. Do HMOs require licensing? Some HMOs require licensing, but not all of them. Licensing is usually required when a HMO becomes classed as a large HMO. A large HMO is classified as a building that houses at least 5 tenants, and facilities such as bathrooms, toilets and kitchens are shared between all the occupants. A landlord with a property that meets these requirements must apply for a license through their local authority. There will then be an assessment of the property, including safety features and its size. Advice for tenants. Tenants are advised to check if their landlord has a license when living in a property that could be classed as a HMO. You may be able to reclaim some of your rent if your landlord has been renting out an unlicensed large HMO. Check if your property is HMO licensed by clicking the link in the description. And that's all you need to know about HMO properties. If you found this video helpful, we have plenty more content like this on the Resooma YouTube channel, so make sure you hit that subscribe button for more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.